Hello everyone, welcome to RP Experts. In this module, we will learn how to download Power Automate Desktop from Microsoft Power App portal and also how to install in your local system. Before we start installing, let's quickly check the required prerequisite to install the Power Automate Desktop. As you can see on the Microsoft portal side, first it says it requires either paid or trial license for Power Automate attended RPA. The second prerequisite is a work or school account to sign into your Windows device with the administrator privileges and Power Automate. What it's trying to say here is it if you are students or if you are part of the organization who has a partnership with the Microsoft, you can use either your work or students accounts in order to log in to the Microsoft Power App portal site, and you can get a benefit of free trial. The third prerequisite is a device that run on Windows 10 Pro, Windows 10 Enterprise, Windows Server either 2016 or 2019. The fourth is Microsoft Edge or the Chrome browser has to be installed in your system. So these are the prerequisites it requires before you start creating your first UI flow. Now let's see how you can download and start creating UI flow. First, we will learn how to download the Power Automate desktop application from Microsoft portal. First step is you have to log into flow.microsoft.com. Here I have already logged in into Microsoft portal website. Now there are two options to start creating your flow using Power Automate desktop. First is using create a UI flow option from my flow on myflow.microsoft.com. So as you can see here, there is an option my flow. If I click here, it will give me an option to create the UI flow. So if I click here, here it says my all previously created UI flow. From here, if I click on a new, it will allow me to create the another flow. And here, as you can see that the first window here it says build a UI flow, and it asking for three different options to select which flow you want to create. Either you want to create using Power Automate desktop preview, or you want to create using the window recorder, or you want to create as a Selenium IDE. Now there are two different ways to download the Power Automate desktop. I'm going to show you the easiest way, and then you can easily sign in from the console to your Microsoft Power Apps accounts. As you can see, I am on docs.microsoft.com, and here it has an option to download the UI Flows installer. I have added a link in the description for easy access. You can directly use that link to reach to the docs.microsoft.com. Now let's click and download the Power Automate desktop from this link. As you can see, setup.microsoft.powerautomate.uiflow.exe has started downloading. It will take a couple of minutes to complete the download. Once download is completed, we'll double click on a set of file and start installing. As you can see, the file is almost downloaded. As you can see, my setup file got downloaded. I'm going to click on a setup file and start installing. As you can see, a new pop-up window has populated, which is UI Flow setup. In this window, you can see there are two options available, and both of them by default are selected. So the first option is UI Flows. By the way, both of these are different packages which will allow you to add the flexibility and more functionality in your Power Automate desktop tool. By selecting the first package, it means it will allow you to record desktop and web UI flows. The second Power Automate Desktop preview package will include the same functionality, but on top of that, it will allow you to use all the pre-built actions by just doing drag and drop. On top of that, it will also allow you to use third-party component and browser extensions for Microsoft Edge and Chrome. Now I'm going to keep selected both of the action and going to click next. After clicking next, you'll get the window which is installation details. In this window, you'll get detailed information on where your tool get installed and where all the setup will be get installed. You can also change the default location while selecting this option. So once you select, it will give you an option to select the folder or location where you want to select and install or your setup file. Now in this window, as you are seeing, there are different checkboxes already selected. These all are prerequisite options which needs to have selected in order to install all necessary files along with UI flows tools. First is about installing the WebDriver for Microsoft Edge and Chrome along with the extension. So as you are seeing here in the UI flows and Power Automate, the first option for both is the same. Both option is by checking both option, it will allow and install the extension for the Chrome and Microsoft Edge. The second is to create the shortcut icon. I'm going to select the last option, which is agree on Microsoft terms of use and privacy statement. Now until unless you will not select this option, it won't allow you to start installing the UI flow tools. I'm going to select this option and going to click on install to start installing a Power Automate desktop version. Now here, in case if you are getting the pop-up, you just need to press yes and allow a software to start installing. As you can see, my setup has started installing and it will take a couple of minutes to set up all the packages along with all the extension. As you can see, it has now given me a installation successful window. It has also says enable extension and the launch app. So it has already installed all the extension into the Chrome and Microsoft Edge for UI flows and Power Automate desktop preview. Now I'm going to show you quickly the extension for Power Automate. So as you can see here, if I click here on my extension and if I go to manage extension, in extension my UI flow Microsoft Power Automate extension has been added. I'm going to turn on that extension so that it will allow and allow to automate any flow which is used by UI flows or Power Automate. Now once it's done, I'm going to click on launch Power Automate desktop version. As you can see, my icon has been got added on a desktop as well. Now it has launched a console for the Power Automate desktop. Now by default, as I already have logged in earlier, it is saying I have already logged in. If you are doing for the first time, it will ask you to log in to your Microsoft accounts. Now from here, you can start creating your UI flow using the Power Automate desktop console. I hope you understand how to install and set up your Power Automate desktop. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you have any question, please post. I hope you like this video. We'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now. Thank you. Thank you once again.